I've been a truck driver for 17 years, but there's one road that I'll never drive again. I'm posting this here because I don't know where else it belongs. I'm a long-haul truck driver. I've been driving through blizzards, deserts, backwoods, and places where GPS refuses to name. I don't scare easily. Fatigue and boredoms are usually the worst part of the driving. But what happened on a stretch of road outside of redacted name made me quit my job on a road I've driven for years, and I still won't talk about it out loud till this day. This is a confession. It was just after 1 a.m., the kind of night where the road feels endless and the headlight seems to cut through nothing but black. No radio signal, no cell service, just the hum of the engine and the yellow lines sliding beneath. That stretch of highway seems to be very infamous amongst the drivers. No town, no exits, and no lights for miles. I noticed the first problem when my CB radio cracked on. Not static, breathing, slow and deliberate. Then I heard a voice, not distorted, not rushed, said, "You already passed me." I looked in my rearview mirror. Nothing. 10 minutes later, that's when I saw him. Standing on the shoulder, facing away from the road. No reflector vest, no flashlights, no car, just a tall figure in dark clothing, standing too still for my comfort. I slowed down slightly. Years of driving teaches you never to stop for hitchhikers at night, but I needed to know if he was still alive. As I passed him, he turned his head. Now he didn't look injured, but his face looked wrong. Like someone had memorized what a face should look like, but never practiced wearing one. His eyes followed my cab long after I've passed. 5 minutes pass and I see him again. Same man, same clothing, but this time he was standing in the middle of the road. I slammed on my brake and swerved, heart pounding so hard that my chest hurt. The truck shuddered but stayed upright. I looked back and the road was completely empty. That's when my CB radio turns on again. "You missed me," a voice said. I kept driving. Then it slowed, then it speak. And that's when I heard it, a thump under my truck, then dragging sounds. Like something had grabbed onto the undercarriage. My mirrors showed nothing, but I could hear it. Scratching, not metal, not material, fingernails. I finally reached a rest stop that I didn't remember existing. The lights were on, but there was no other trucks parked there. I jumped out of the cab shaking. There were handprints on my passenger door, upside down, like someone had been trying to hang there. On the windshield, written in the condensation from the inside, were words, "You looked back." Since that night, I quit that route the next day. I've never told anyone about the story because I don't want them to think that I was too tired or hallucinating. But I swear to you, what I'm telling you right now happened to me, and I'll never forget it until the day that I die. Now, even though I still drive, I've never taken that road ever since that night. And sometimes when I'm driving alone, my CB radio cracks and I hear breathing and a voice that sounds more like me every single time it speaks. "You already passed me," it keeps repeating every time my CB radio cracks back on.